It's the kickback chit chat. Roll up a zigzag and drink a six pack. Happy New Year to everybody. It's time for the get back and get stacks. Nigga never ever been mixed match. Only when I bought a Dickie suit, get it mixed match. What's happening with everybody? It's your boy Cutty Jay. I'm back like I left some. It's Cutty Case and the Kickback Podcast Show channel. / Kickback Chit Chat with Cutty Jay. All that good shit. Yeah, Happy New Year, by the way, to all my core listeners and viewers. I got to start the new year off. What a show for you guys, a presentation. It's the 2023 recap to give you guys on the update of what's been going on with your boy Cutty Jay. It's a new year, new place, new love. Also a new grudge if you want to break it down. I mean, there's always some new grudges if somebody create it. But I'm in a new place right now. The Kickback Chit Chat Podcast Show is we back like we left some, man. I just want to give y'all an update and a recap on the 2023 wrap up. I'm kind of pissed right now. Uncle Murder, he made a part 1, but he hasn't put part 2 out yet. He keep on saying, he's not done, it's just part 1 or part 2. I might talk about Diddy. Come on. What he say? I've been on tour for 6 months running with 50. This is part 1 or part 2. I might talk about Diddy. We ready for that, Uncle Murder, by the way, to start the show out with. We ready for the wrap up. It's January the 2nd, cuz. And you haven't gave us nothing yet. Do I need to finish off the recap for you to wrap up? I don't know. But yeah, everybody, I'm glad to be back with you guys. This channel, I took a break. I kind of flirted with you guys a little bit with content throughout the months, but it wasn't just right for me to just give you the content like I've been giving you the content. Like I give you content consistently on a weekly basis or on a daily basis. But I felt like if I couldn't give you content right off top all the time like I could, there's no sense in doing it. So I took a break. Went on a hiatus like I do all the time with this channel. I probably went on about 4 or 5 hiatus since I started this channel of media. And just to welcome y'all into the show, hit that subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the dislike button. I like all the smoke. But also, man, y'all can comment too at the bottom of the screen. Comment. I know most of y'all comment when I share the site on other platforms. Y'all comment on there, but I need y'all to comment on the comments at the bottom of this video. Let me know what you're thinking. That way I can react with y'all a little bit better, because you commenting on my Facebook or whatever I share to you guys, it's not really telling me that you watched it or seen it. You can be replying back to the caption. But besides all that, like I said, hit that subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the dislike button. I still like all the smoke. Ain't nothing changed. It's just a new year. Everybody want to wait till the new year to change stuff. Oh, this year, right? Next year, in 2024, I'm letting this go. 2024, I ain't doing this. 2024, I'm going to lose weight. Bitch, you fat forever. You ain't trying to lose weight back in July. Or let's say we ain't trying to lose weight back in March or April when it was about to be summertime, and for you to have that summertime fine. Why should we believe that you're about to get rid of those calories and all that shit that you've been doing over your life in another year? The best way to get rid of anything is don't even make it a resolution. Do that shit cold turkey. I haven't had a cigarette in 2 years. I quit drinking liquor 6 months ago. Probably almost 6. And I finally graduated to letting go drinking beer. I drink beer occasionally. If I drink beer, it's birthday, celebrations, some type of outing. But y'all ain't gonna see, like, you're not gonna see this Bud Ice or whatever I drink in my hand on this segment. It's been almost 2 weeks, 3 weeks since I had a beverage of any type of alcohol form. No liquor, no beer, then just marijuana. which I'm starting to see that it takes a good effect on your body too, and on your mind. So all these New Year's resolutions and shit, man, if you just now starting to do your shit yesterday, you ain't with that shit. You faking with yourself. Because it was something that you really wanted to do. If it was something that you really wanted to do, you would have let it go a long time ago. In your mind, you might like let it go, but you didn't let it go. You got to do that shit with actions. But like I was saying, it's a new year, man. Shout out to all my guests that was on my show last year. All my guests that appeared on the show last year, and also the year before that, because it rolled over to the next year. And this year about to be the same thing. I got the Kickback Podcast show for my guests. I got the Kickback Chit Chat for me and you to speak on relevant topics, stuff that's going on, stuff that's trending, the highlights. I'm not like you other content creators. Y'all stick to one format and one subject. I'm all over this place like bird shit. My mind don't work like that. I'm not gonna just talk about this. If that what works with you, that's what works with you. But the way my brain works and everything that's informed to this head, I must say it. And that's why my crowd is diverse. I have a diverse crowd. And that's what I always wanted. People they stuck in one dimension where they only got a certain type of crowd that tends to their show. You got guys that talk about relationships all the time. Guess who's gonna attend to their show? People who are in relationships, or people who are going through bad relationships, or just bitter ass people who got in a bad relationship. They're looking for guidance. So you got that crowd. You got the hip hop podcast media guys who talk strictly about hip hop. Everybody does that. So you're gonna get that. You're gonna get what you get out of that. Then you have the guys who speaks on all type of ass, whatever's going on. It could be going on in Germany, Seattle. It could be some rap shit. It could be some more crazy shit. That's what I'm in the lane, in that lane. So 2023, man. 2023. I was on the road. My channel was going good. And the whole time while it was going good, when I first started my podcast back this last year, I was at a dull ass 700 some subscribers. I fucked around and said, you know what? I got to put the pedal to the metal. And it was, like I said before in previous videos, I said I heard one of my favorite media guys, content creators, Troy Terran, Star. He said some real shit that occurred to me. I'm like, okay. He said, you can't treat this like a side hustle. You have to treat this like your day job. And if you don't, you're not going to progress or succeed. You might get a little progress, but what you're looking for, you want this to do what it do, you have to treat this like your day job, because there's a million other content creators who treat this like their day job. That takes a million people away from watching your video because they're coming with the data. So I started coming with my shit, man. Every other day I gave you the Kickback Chit Chat, which I ended up creating the Kickback Chit Chat just to have that type of energy involved. I said, it's only for me to do that, I can't have a guest. See, think about my podcast. Let me show you my channel. I was thinking I couldn't do an episode unless I had a guest on the show. Unless I had somebody I was interviewing, they was just be doing my podcast. Then I remember back in the day, back in my older, when I first started podcasting, there were a couple of times where I didn't have guests. It was just me and the camera. Or sometimes I might have my homeboy just come on and talk shit with me. So what I ended up doing, I created the Kickback Chit Chat. When I think I did that in April. I think by March. By March or April, I had invented the Kickback Chit Chat. And when I did that, it gave me a lane to create content on a daily basis because here I am giving you information on stuff that's happening on a daily basis, no matter where it's at, on the other side of town or it's in another country. It don't have to necessarily do with hip hop or rap. It can be politics. It can be some other shit that you're not informed on based because where you live at, on who your friends are. So I created the Kickback Chit Chat for that. I did the Kickback Chit Chat. That right there, me doing what I was doing the Kickback Chit Chat, giving you 3 or 4 shows every week, made my shit go from 700 and some to I think it's like at 1,600, almost 1,700 subscribers now, which is in a 4-month span. That's how big my subscribers went. It took me there in 3-4 years to get 1,000 subscribers. Longer than that. It took me there in 6-7 years to get 1,000 subscribers. It didn't take me nothing to get another 1,000. I took my foot off the pedal for a lot of reasons. And I would have kept my foot on the pedal, my shit would have doubled up with what it did the last 7 years. When I stopped doing my podcast, it was at a good part. I was peaking, right? I was real peaking. I was really peaking at the time. You know, I was doing good content. I had everybody want to hit me up to come on the show, like that had some good stories and content to give me. But as I sit back and watched everybody and watched everything, I said, you know what, this might not be a good thing to do. I don't need to do these interviews because it's gonna probably start a war, and it's gonna be behind me. And as much as I try to give y'all positive content and praising everybody and giving people their flowers, which was the Kickback Chit Chat, not the Kickback Chit Chat, Cutty Jay, the Kickback Podcast Show. That's what I tried to use that platform for. It wasn't really, I wasn't getting the content or the views to make or whatever to make people watch it. And then I got a bunch of views based off who people were. The content never changed. The content's always good, but it's sometimes when you have a guest on the show, it's the people you have on the show that's gonna make people want to, gravitate to the show or watch it. I think I cheated y'all a little bit not having females on my show. I should have had more female guests on my show. But to keep it 100 with you, to let everybody know, to recap y'all, you notice I only had a few, back in the day, I had a bunch of females on my show. I had a female on my show in the last year and a half. That was the only one I had. Well, the reason why I didn't have a female guest on my show. And to keep it 100, when you with somebody that's insecure about themselves, or they skeptical about anything, it was hard to do that. I had to manage my show a different way by just having these guests on my show, because if I have this type of guest on my show, it's gonna bring trouble to the household for no reason. So I said, that right there. Oh, my baby, she texting me. She's up. I'm telling her no. I'm texting her right now. I'm texting you right now, baby, doing the podcast. So this part of the Kickback Chit Chat, y'all. It's Cutty Jay and the Kickback. Yeah, you got to talk. And see, this is another thing, like I said, I got off, as the year went on, I got out of a relationship that wasn't good for me, and I had to go out what was good for me. So I sat back and chilled. I stopped doing episodes, I kept doing episodes, but Then I stopped. I had to sit back and fall back and look at everybody. What everybody's motive was, what everybody's intentions was. It was talking to me, calling me. And for some reason, it didn't sit well in some occasions. Some occasions, it was like, okay, I felt like some motherfucker just was calling me just to get information out of me to see what I react on. Some of the shit might was genuine. It got to a point when I'm in Dallas, Texas, and I'm dealing with too many motherfuckers that's from the same place, not even knowing if they talking to each other or whatever. I felt like I was the mediator or the centerpiece of what's going on, but everybody was gonna point their finger at me in the long run. So I bagged up out the situation. Now you gotta understand, I'm in Dallas, Texas. It's an ocean out here compared to Shreveport. That's a fucking lake. It's like they say, shark in the tank, small fish in the ocean. I need to take my content, don't need to just stay. Most of my best content was coming from Shreveporters. Whenever I talked about Shreveport or something happened in Shreveport, about somebody in Shreveport, or anything that had something to do with Shreveport, that's where I got the most views, the most reaction. Then I get people from Shreveport saying, won't you talk about something positive? Won't you do this, that, and the other? Why? When I did that for 5 years and none of y'all gravitated to that, all y'all told me you need to get some gossip and mess. That's how your views go up. Now when I start doing that shit, you want to tell me to chill. You want to tell me to chill. Because it's hitting the backyard now. As long as it's about somebody else, you cool. Then what's in your backyard, I can't talk. So what should I do? These are people who I have some type of respect and love for telling me this. So I'm like, what should I do? Then I thought about it, I said, well, these people don't fuck with me like talking about it anyway. They fuck with me through this way. They don't be around me. They don't hang out with me. They don't drink with me. They don't do this for me. I don't talk to them about my problems. They don't talk to me about their problems. Who the fuck these people are? Why am I listening to these people? Maybe I have to be the villain. But people sometimes will go against you being the villain just because it's you. Then they'll understand what you're trying to say and get what you're saying later on. It's kind of like Charleston White. A lot of people was against Charleston White. Then sooner or later, they started melting their head with Charleston White is trying to push to you guys. Now on some other shit, Charleston White be on some bozo shit sometime too. It's part of the game. We never thought that this podcast, this media shit was gonna get this big. When I started 6-7 years ago, when nobody didn't know about it. Back in 2016, 8 years ago, I started doing this shit. Nobody knew what a fucking podcast was. It took 3 years for everybody to catch on to what a podcast was, and everybody started doing a podcast or having a YouTube channel or trying to, not even a YouTube channel. People start making a Facebook page or their Facebook thing is they channel or they podcast, which that's not a cool way to go. I mean, you need to go ahead and transition over to something else, man. That it's good to talk to your friends and people that know you, people that's familiar with you all the time, but you want your audience to reach. If you want to do this shit for real, man, you trying to reach a bigger audience. And that's why I change up topics, because every topic I do is not for everybody that watch my show or subscribe. It's people who are not subscribed to my channel that watch my show based on certain topics. It's people that are subscribed to me that never watches my shit, no matter what the topic is. They just subscribe to me because they know me. That's why I say I love for strangers to fuck with me, because they not biased about their feelings or they take on whatever I'm presenting. So I gotta be the villain. I gotta give you the shit. With that being said, what I'm coming with this year, guys, is I'm gonna treat it like I have no friends. I'm about to treat this channel like I don't have any friends. I took up for a lot of people, not taking up for them, but I didn't do a bunch of shows or interviews for a lot of stuff to not get leaked out about certain people, because I love them and I respect them a certain way, and I didn't want nothing to fuck up what they had going on. So a lot of shows that a lot of people who I didn't have on my show, I didn't have them on my show for a reason. It's crazy. But now I'm back, and I feel like I gotta start talking now, because people gonna watch my show even if they're not subscribed to me or don't like me because they want to make sure that I don't bring their name up. They want to make sure they hear is he gonna talk about me on this video or say some shit that they relate to me. You got people like that. It depends on what the caption might say for them to, say, oh, let me see what he said. Might be that. But we at that point now where I'm starting to see people are getting podcasts is not playing out, guys. Whether y'all know like it or not, no podcast ain't going nowhere. It's gonna be more content creators coming out that y'all gonna dislike or don't like. Or have some type of feeling about. It's gonna be more of us. We ain't stopping with this shit. So all you haters and you podcast haters and people making posts about all this, that, fuck y'all. We don't give a damn about y'all. I'm gonna let you know how I feel about you verbally right now. Because I'm not gonna post no shit that's subliminal. If you said you got something against podcasting or you got something against me podcasting, fuck you. So that's to anybody. I'm not subliminal. That's to whoever feel this way about whatever I just said. So if you feel that way, nigga, I'm talking to you. Bitch, I'm talking to you. That's how this gonna go. Ain't no sugarcoat nothing. So that's the 2023 wrap up on that part. Now going forward into 2024, oh yeah, I'm about to give it to y'all. I'm about to bring it to you. Episodes, content that you probably never thought would be brought up gonna be brought up. All this shit I just say back in the day, yeah, I got niggas who want to talk about this, that, and other. I'm gonna go ahead and let these niggas have it now. Except for one person I might not have on the show. But everybody else that want to come on my show and talk their shit, come on. Come on the show and talk your shit. I'm finna go on lay it out there because we finna reveal some shit that's real, for real. Ain't no this ain't Facebook or Instagram. You finna see this shit in black and white. It's your boy Cutty Jay, man. I want to say Happy New Year to you guys. I want to give y'all some content before I store this shit in a week or two. Because I'm about to get back on y'all neck with this shit. Start back doing my little, keeping y'all updated on the updated. You know what I'm saying? Keeping y'all gelling on the gelling. You know what I'm saying? Keep on telling y'all the good shit. You know what I'm saying? But I know one thing, though, I'm not going to worry about is any of you bozo motherfuckers that out here trying to, speak against me or anything. You know what I'm saying? I'm finna have fun with this shit. And like I said, I know 2023 I created a bunch of enemies. That ain't gonna ever tell me that they're an enemy of mine. Or that they don't like me. But I see y'all though. I see y'all. It's funny to me. It's funny to me. And I'm just gonna leave y'all with that, man. I'm out like a fat kid in dodgeball. Holla at your boy. It's Cutty Jay. Hit that subscribe button. Batch.